So put your right hand with my black hand.
The fact that if you learn our history, you'll learn a lot more about us, be able to respect us a lot more.
Let's learn to live, but above all, let's learn to love one another. Let's learn to love one another.
Living life in the fast lane, thinking you're insane, running the same game. What did you gain out of it all? Thinking that it would be easy. Sold your soul, working the streets of the city. Knucklehead pusher, you're just another sellout. Caught up in the hype, saying there was no other way out. Blaming on politics, the government, society. You claim they hold you back and how they're out to get minorities. You say education's on the route to a downfall, but you don't go to school, and if you do, you hold up. The walls of 40 at one hand, a pistol in the other. Flexing on the next man cause he's wearing the same color. Kicks. Is that a reason for violence? Your tricky trigger finger blew him up in an instant. Now you're out on the run with a limited cash flow. Thinking you're safe, sorry punk, that's a no-no. Cause the kids got back and his boys on a manhunt. Smoked out your girl and your crew, they're gonna front. Never thought it would be like this, thought it was easy. Living day by day in the shadows of the city, but you're still going at it. Making sales daily, earning buku bucks, hey you got it made, G. What a way to live, your time is almost over. As each day passes, they get closer. You sleep with a shotty snug under your pillow. You rented a room, make sure it don't have windows. Then you got into beef and you smoked out another. This time you got caught by a DT undercover. Locked up for life in a crooked jail cell. No one to turn to, everyone's felt self. But then you got Jake dead, you're 6 feet deep. They finally got you, they caught you in your sleep. No one's at your funeral, your house was full of pain. Another start the chapter, living life in the fast lane.
So put your right hand with my black hand.
The fact that if you learn our history, you'll learn a lot more about us, be able to respect us a lot more.
Let's learn to live, but above all, let's learn to love one another. Let's learn to love one another.
Living life in the fast lane with no one but yourself to blame. Oh well, while hunger hitting hard like a migraine. Teens in the city street living like scavengers, living off each other's blood. It doesn't really matter to the high society who turn their cheeks for laughter. Let them kill each other was the last word by the master. So you fall for the 1,000-year-old scam. Let them dwell in self-pity and destroy their own lands. When you're gonna wake up, son, and smell the ignorance? All this talk of unity and no one's committed to it. I've had enough, but it takes more than one person, and I can get my point across without having to curse, man. I realized this years ago as a youngster. I stood out like Plaid when I was amongst the neighborhood kids where there was no recreation. We played in construction sites and empty building basement cause the park was no place to go, full of drug pushers. I lost a lot of friends to the stuff they would give us. Glad to be a kid who will lead and not follow. Stuck to my talent so I could build a new tomorrow. Control my own gang so I knew of the ruckus. Had to fight to survive, but if I could I would avoid it. Taught few to be strong, but there were those who wouldn't listen. Where are they now? The numbers are unlisted. Walking through my neighborhood it looks more like a sewer, full of homeless people, drug pushers and whores. I put it to your neck cause people just don't listen. How many minorities have got themselves in prison? Minorities meaning those that didn't pass a test. If you're a threat to the master, you put with all the rest. Stop the pointing fingers, put a tight grip on each other. When it comes to reality, we all are equal brothers. Living life in the fast lane.
So put your right hand with my black hand.
The fact that if you learn our history, you'll learn a lot more about us, be able to respect us a lot more.
Let's learn to live, but above all, let's learn to love one another. Let's learn to love one another.
So put your right hand with my black hand.
The fact that if you learn our history, you'll learn a lot more about us, be able to respect us a lot more.
Let's learn to live, but above all, let's learn to love one another. Let's learn to love one another.